Hasan just got caught again. Hero, hey, let's go.
Well, we've got another incident here, and the mods have locked the post. I guess that's a step up from them deleting the post entirely, but yeah, let's see what's going on here.
Trump was potentially going to use to potentially put pressure on Jordan's king to try and take in more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump over the course of the past few weeks, is that Jordan and
when was this clip?
also Egypt.
So we got Kaya on the ground there. She stands up. Hasan once again, as he does.
Why he always, bro? Why he? As soon as he hears something, he's so quick to turn around and see what's going on. Like, bro.
Time and time again, reaches for the top left corner of the desk where we saw previously in the more like zoomed out camera angle. That's where he does keep a remote.
As soon as she move, like, bro, calm down, bro.
Then Kaya looks a bit unsure. She's still not going to the bed. And then we see this like jerky movement where she does end up on the bed. People are speculating that was a shock.
Actually put pressure on Jordan's king to try and take in more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump.
As mentioned, we've got top comments like, you can obviously see the dog's reaction as soon as she's shocked, and if you don't believe it at this point, it's because you're just not looking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The way she jumped up immediately, you could tell that was a shock.
More Palestinians, correct?
Look, well, you could. Oh, y'all can't even see. Hold on. Whoa, run that back. Run that back. Run that back.
That's what pressure
Look
on Jordan's king to try and take in more Palestinians,
Chalk.
correct? I mean, that's what
you could tell. Like, oh, let me get my ass in the bed real quick.
from Trump.
As mentioned, we've got top comments.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what's the point of having a dog if you're just gonna force them to sit in the corner for hours on end, bro. I don't get what the point of, like, I don't get it. If you feel like she's gonna be like a nuisance or she's gonna be distracting, you could just have her roam the rest of the house, maybe put her in the backyard or put her in another room, you know? And that leads me to believe that her sole existence is to be a prop. You know what I mean? Shit, have her sit nice and pretty in the background so they see I'm a, you know what I mean? Like I'm a heartwarming guy. Hard as fuck. Thank you for the follow. Like I'm just heartwarming, just relatable, lovable guy. I got a dog just like you. I love animals, you know? Like, she's just a prop.
It's like, you can obviously see the dog's reaction as soon as she's shocked, and if you don't believe it at this point, it's because you're just not looking at the clips and are in denial. And then we've got another defense attempt here. Jennifer Welch defends Hasan.
You notice how it's always the people around him? Never somebody that has, like, nothing to do with him.
Claims it wasn't a shot collar and that she didn't mean to say the collar was tight. So you might remember this woman from one of the clips early on where...
Bro, they look old as fuck. No disrespect. Shout out to y'all, but these got to be some middle-aged women, bro.
The clips early on where, and I'll play the clip for you after I explain this, but she was with Hasan, and she's the one who said to Hasan that Kaya's collar seems like it's too tight, that you're supposed to be able to fit two fingers between the collar and the dog's skin, and that she can't even fit one finger.
She has a lot of neck meat.
Now it's mainstream. I love her. I think her collar's too tight.
Well, it's here we can.
It's you have to be able to get two fingers, and I couldn't even get one. I think you're choking her.
She's like, it's she has a lot of neck meat.
Look at her, bitch, please. Look at this bitch, please. She heard some bullshit.
In my initial coverage of this clip, I even mentioned how, like, after this, the glare she was giving Hasan, it just looked like she was thinking to herself, like, don't you dare say that, like, this is not too tight, you know?
Bro,
like, she was really standing up for Kaya. Unfortunately, seems like she's walking this back now.
Okay, so I can say, as somebody who was at the house 2 weeks prior to this.
Oh my God, bro, the same Orbiter script, bro. She is the most spoiled, most loved, well-behaved dog. Watch.
It might even have been 10 days prior. So I saw the collar when he took it off. There was no mechanism or any sort of shocking thing.
Well, I'm not sure how she's defining there's no mechanism when, according to Cutie Cinderella, the prongs were removed and taped over with electrical tape. So this just seems like a really weak semantical argument.
This dog is spoiled rotten. This dog.
Did he send them, like, I'm pretty sure he sent them all the same message. All the Orbiters have the same script To the T. They say the same thing every single time. Y'all, damn. You don't have nothing different to say? Why are y'all all saying the same thing? Y'all don't have nothing different to say? Yeah, the clip looked really bad. But she is I was at the house. I saw the collar. She is the most spoiled baby. Not little baby, big baby. Like, I'll be saying the same thing, bro. Oh my God. She got paid off. She didn't get paid off. It's that they have a benefit. They don't want to get backlash from Hasan's community. That's why.
Adores Hasan. After we did the streaming,
Obviously, she's well trained. She got a shot collar on.
The Twitch, we went out to his like kitchen living area, and she is laid up on the sectional. A lot of people don't let their animals on the sofas, which I think is bullshit. And that's something I've had it with people that are like, we don't let our pets on the sofa. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't have gotten a pet.
So, you know, choking the dog with a collar.
So how about forcing a dog to sit in a corner for hours on end? Like,
too
what?
tight, forcing the dog to sit for hours and hours on end.
Did I make this video? I swear to God on my life, word to everything that I love, I did not see this video. I swear to God.
Unable to stretch, unable to get water, potentially shocking the dog. That's fine. But hey, at least she can lay on the couch. Yeah, this is... Let's just keep going, man.
Hasan's dog has free reign. And then Marsh, who is Hasan's producer.
Maybe off-stream hours. What about on-stream hours?
We had this little like floral halo type,
and the thing is, like, how, okay, you pulled up, right? How do you know that he's not gonna be on his best behavior while you're there? Would it not be crazy? Every minor inconvenience, shut up, bitch. Why the fuck would he do that in front of you? You know what I mean? Nobody even said, you notice how they're talking about stuff that it's completely unrelated to the clips? We're talking about what we've seen, you know, what's right before our eyes. Yeah, maybe, you know, when it's off camera, he does treat the dog differently if he's not on stream. But what the argument people are saying is he's keeping this dog confined to that space. He doesn't let her roam. He doesn't let her walk while on stream, and he zaps her to get her right back in place. That's the whole point.
Little flower girls, where I forget what they're called. And we were putting it on her. We were doing a photo shoot with her. And then I brought it up to Hasan again. I said, you need to get her a bigger collar. And he goes, feel her neck fur. Come here, come here. And she's just, and then, she is so, her hair is so thick that he had to put it, and it really wasn't even tight because her hair is so freaking thick.
Yeah, but you just looked at him earlier like, motherfucker, you felt it. You felt it, bro. Come on.
But it bothered him that I thought that maybe her collar was too tight. And so
No, it bothered him because you told him what to do. And he thinks most people around him are dumb. That's what he felt.
And had a follow-up conversation about it. So when I saw the whole thing about her, you know, like barking or yelping or whatever, that dog, when I was on the stream, I was on it for maybe like an hour and a half. She had free reign of the entire room. Like, she came to me. She would have crawled in my lap if I would have let her. Then she laid down by the feet. Then after that, we went and filmed a podcast, and she sat under the table of the podcast. It's not like he forces her to do things.
I cannot believe this damage control right now. Oh, he doesn't force her to do things. There's like verifiable evidence on record of him, in fact,
what about those 5 different clips? Like, what?
Forcing her to do things. Like, what even are you saying here? By the way, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the other woman on this clip, is that not Taylor Lorenz, the person who just put out?
That's the D1 Hasan Glazer.
First of all, let me start with this. Someone who's already got a terrible reputation for being a very biased and corrupt journalist. And the second thing, someone who already just made a damage control video the other day trying to defend Hasan and was getting called out all throughout the comments that weren't deleted for the misinformation that was being spread. Literally saying stuff that was already proven incorrect. And she was trying to run with that as if all the criticism was wrong, even when the criticism was talking about objective fact that we already know. And she was trying to spin it as if everyone talking about it was a crazy conspiracy theorist and was wrong. In other words, a complete flop of a damage control video. I think that's the other person here. So the people defending Hasan are all part of this really corrupt LA clique, And they're even like walking over their own words, contradicting themselves over and over
Yes,
again.
yes.
And somehow, what, 11, 12, 13 days later we're at now, and they're still doing this. How do they think
they
this?
just want to keep lying and lying and lying until eventually we just get tired of talking about the situation and we just move on. But here's the thing. They don't understand that the more that they lie, the more that they drag this situation out. And that is
a good look. How do they think that no one's going to notice this stuff?
Right. They think you're dumb. They think you your eyes were out of context, bro. Your ears were out of context. You just didn't interpret the clip right. Like, but there's 5 of them. There's 5 different clips.
I was going to say it's shocking. I know it's like kind of a joke now given the context, but whatever. I mean, yeah, it's shocking.
And so I was so shocked that number one, Ben Shapiro is using footage of me to make some sort of bullshit case. But I want to get into these Democrats, like left-leaning-ish, that are sabotaging this.
Yeah, I have no idea what the last part's about.
Oh
like,
my
what you bring?
God. Now they're trying to turn this shit to a political issue. This shit is not political. If you see a dog getting zapped with a shot collar because she got off her platform bed and disrupted the stream, it doesn't matter what politics you have. That shit is not right.
Ben Shapiro, I don't know. Is Ben Shapiro making a video on this or something? I don't understand, as mentioned. But then she did say Democrats are sabotaging this. Is she talking about like other people on the left that are criticizing Hasan as if it's supposed to be a cult that like no one can criticize?
Hutch was calling out Hasan, bro. He's like hella left-leaning.
Is people on the left, if you're on the left or something like that, y'all got to be a hive mind. Now, the caveat is maybe she was talking about something else entirely different, and that's not what she was getting at. So I'm not saying that's for sure what she's getting at. I'm still confused. But it sounds like that might be the case. And if that is the case, I mean, that's just hilarious. But let's move on now. Excuse me, there's one last thing, actually. I forgot to mention this. She also claimed that Kaya has free reign. Well, great. She has free reign sometimes, but she didn't specify sometimes. She just said Kaya.
I mean, it would have made sense if he said, oh, I accidentally pressed the button. I didn't mean to do it. You know what I mean? Because if you tell the truth, people don't really care that much. But the moment that you try to upkeep a lie, it's like, bro, we seen it. We literally seen it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Has free reign. And we know that's not true. Next clip, we got Dr. K reveals that some creators he has worked with are, quote, really scared, unquote, of Hasan's community.
There's a lot of pent up stuff, I think, that's specifically towards Hasan. So I know, for example, that, and I'm not saying this is true or not true, I'm just saying that with the creators that I've worked with, one of the things that there are a handful of communities that they're really scared of, and Hasan's is one of them. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's justified or not justified. I'm not saying it's true or not true, but just for whatever reason, right? And when people say, I'll ask them like, why, right? What concerns you about? And I think it has something to do with his size, his rigidity, and the tribalism of his community, right? There's like there's an us versus them.
So fortunately, at this point in time, we've actually seen that there is a fringe part of Hasan's community that do see what's going on to Kaya, and they don't like it, and they've actually been calling Hasan out.
Oh, yeah, like his 10-month sub that called him out. I mean, there's a few people that have a brain, but the moment that you even aren't following the hive mind, he's going to get mad at you. He's going to make it seem like you're a problem. He literally said, bro, all of his ops hate women. Like, bro, what are we even talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is like a us versus them type mentality that he's crafting. He's like, oh, y'all get hate, I get hate. Let's just click together. And it's like, bro, the reason why people don't like Hasan is because he feels like you're dumb. Literally.
But as mentioned, that is an extreme fringe of his community. By and large, most of them seem like they are willing to ignore and or even defend this abusive behavior simply because,
bro, literally Valkyrie was like, yeah, they're more bad. This energy could be used on the ongoing genocide. But you would never say that for another creator that's in hot water. Ever. I've never seen a creator get this much grace where people try to what does that have to do with him? That has nothing. You can pay attention to both things. Just because we lock in on one thing, that doesn't mean we're not locked in on another. And you don't say that about anybody else that you don't like. That's the part.
As that girl the other day mentioned,
that shit is weird to me.
They view Hasan as like what they need as the face of the left, which is That's great. Oh yeah, this person that we know is abusing animals. Yeah, we want him to be the face of the left. I mean, do these
Oh
people
my
even hear
God,
themselves?
gang.
Point being, yeah, a lot of them, the majority of them, do seem extremely tribalistic, and it's even to their own
Very
detriment. I
much
mean,
so.
they're willing to ignore compelling evidence because they're so tribalistic. It's just hurting their case. Anyways, I think that's about it for this one, guys. And I'm a little bit low energy and tired in this video. I think I could have done.
Nah, he did his shit. I'm not gonna lie. 8 minutes, get into the bag.